Hey everybody, God bless you. I'm Prophetess Shanique Beckford, and today I'm going to share with you a few signs that you need deliverance or that someone you know may be in need of serious deliverance. No, I'm quite sure I'm going to share with you maybe 10 or 11 signs that you may need deliverance. I'm sure I may not be able to list everything in one video, or I may miss one or two things, but here are some signs you are someone you know truly needs to be delivered. Number one, if you are experiencing a cycle of loss and failure, this is an indication and a very strong possibility that you may need to be delivered. There are demonic spirits that can demonize someone where everything they do and attempt or endeavor to do, they fail. So every time you start a business, every time you try to go back to school, every time you try to do better in your life and make an advancement or progress, you keep failing and you keep losing everything that you have. You keep losing your cars, you keep losing your jobs, you keep losing all your access, your possessions, your money, everything that you have attained and possessed in life. The devil always finds a way to keep stealing and robbing or destroying everything that you have. The cycles of failure and loss is a sign rather of demonic possession. If you have identified also that there is a family trait where everyone in the family suffers from a particular thing, for example, all the women in the family never get married, and for those that got married, the marriages have broken and failed. All the women have multiple children, but the father for the children never actually married them. No one in my family has ever gone to school, and those that tried to go, they failed, or they kept dropping out. So if you can identify certain struggles, certain traits and cycles of failure and struggles in your actual family and the bloodline, and you're now suffering and struggling the same thing, you need deliverance, and that family curse and that cycle of the devil needs to be broken from you and your family. Another sign that you may need deliverance, or someone you know may need deliverance, is if you are hearing voices and having intruding thoughts. So a demonic spirit that is possessing a important part of your soul or body can cause you to can intrude your thoughts and speak negative things that can alter your destiny and your life. If you keep hearing voices telling you, we're going to kill you, we're going to destroy your purpose, you will never make it, you're going to die, and you constantly hear multiple voices, even to the point where it causes you to feel delusional, to feel psychotic, to become confused, you become completely stressed out, that's a sign that you need to be delivered. There's a demonic spirit that needs to be cast out so you can be completely delivered. So if you're hearing voices and having intruding thoughts from the devil, you need to be delivered. Another sign that you may need deliverance is experiencing paranormal activities in your life or in your home. If you're someone that is experiencing and it is consistent, it's a consistent thing where you're having paranormal activities in your home, where demonic spirits are putting carvings and sketchings and they're putting things that are being imprinted on your walls. If you're experiencing your lights keep flickering on and off, your pipes are turning on and off, your stove is going on and off, if you're experiencing where you're constantly being marked, or you're having strange cuts on your body, demonic spirits are having sexual intercourse with you, even to the point where it's not just a dream, it's a physical thing where you're being harassed by demonic spirits, that's a sure sign you need to be delivered. If you're having consistent demonic attacks in your dream, where you're constantly having sex in your dream, you're constantly swimming in dirty water, you're constantly eating in the dream, you're constantly being chased and tormented by demonic spirits, demonic animals, that's a clear sign you need to be delivered. I had one woman that was possessed by multiple marine spirits that said that they were and spirit spouses, and it affected her mainly in the dream. When it got severe, they attracted all their demonic friends to possess the body. She said, Prophetess, I had to wear several layers of tights and pants and nightgown. I went to sleep fully loaded. I wore at least 5 to 6 layers of clothes so I could sleep peacefully, so that demonic spirits would not come strip my clothes off and have sex with me. That's a clear indication you need to be delivered. If you struggle with infirmity, especially if it's an infirmity where you're going to the doctors and they can't give you a diagnosis to say this is what is wrong, you need deliverance. So if you're sick, there's no diagnosis, no prognosis, you don't know what is wrong with you, the doctors don't know what is wrong with you, but your sickness, maybe you, your child, or your family, your friend, the sickness is being severe, it's getting worse. That's a sign that you need to seek God. You need to be delivered from that spirit of infirmity. If you have identified that everyone in your family is struggling or suffering from this particular sickness, no one has been cured, no one has gone through healing, there's a sign that this is a sign you need to be delivered. If you know someone, or if you have uncontrolled anger where the smallest of things, the slightest of things causes you to be completely pissed off, sends you up the walls, you're throwing a horrible tantrum, you can't control it anymore, you know that you need help within yourself, or you identify someone blow things out of spectrum to a different level of anger, you can identify that this person truly needs deliverance. If you have unhealthy, uncontrollable obsessions, that's a sign that you need deliverance. If you are obsessed with checking the horoscopes every day, you want to find out what will today bring to someone who is a Leo, a Capricorn, you need deliverance. If you're obsessed with it, you can't go a day without checking it. If you are obsessed with blood, with skulls, with death, with certain types of horror demonic films, if you are obsessed with eating and you can't control your eating habits, that's a clear sign you need deliverance. Demonic spirits can cause obsession with food where you're excessively eating, you can't control eating. It can also cause someone not to eat any at all to the point where they become extremely anorexic, and there are medical conditions for this, but a lot of it is completely demonic, and that's a sign that you need to be delivered. Another sign someone needs to be delivered, two more, is manifestation. So if you are someone you know is manifesting where you are screaming, you're growling, you're gnawing, you're doing the most, you're foaming from the mouth, you're wiggling on the ground like a worm and a snake, you're swimming like a fish, whether it is that there is prayer and worship going on that agitates that demonic spirit, or maybe you're just manifesting for no cause at certain times of the night, at certain times of the day, that's a sign that you need to be delivered. If you are experiencing causing or inflicting wounds to your own body, that's a sign that you may need to go through deliverance. So if you're cutting yourself, you know someone that constantly cuts themselves, constantly plays with fire or burn themselves, or throw themselves into certain accidents, harm themselves or their family members, that's a clear sign that you may be struggling with depression. If you have chronic despair, confusion, depression, it's a sign you need deliverance. I want to do a special teaching on deliverance, and we don't want to demonize everything. We're not being over spiritual. I'm not demonizing everything, but there are several persons that have been delivered. Multiple persons in our ministry have been delivered from a demon of depression. So there are some cases where persons need medical assistance, and there are some cases where someone definitely needs to be delivered from a demon of depression. If you are someone you know can identify with any of these signs, please, I'm inviting you, visit our church. We're the Elevation Church located in Kingston. Call our number, visit us on Facebook or Instagram so you can get help. Either way, wherever you are from, I am sure there is a church that is close to you that you can visit so you can get deliverance. I think my next teaching will be on self-deliverance, but make sure you find help, make sure you seek help, make sure you go into fasting and prayer. And I believe by the Spirit of God that He will heal and that He will deliver you from every bondage and captivity of the enemy. God bless you, and may the peace of God be unto you.